Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday, and welcome to Winning Strategies for Social Media Success. We are back with our weekly lives every Tuesday, 5:30 p.m. around 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And I am Shekinah Walton, the host, and I'm also the founder of Shekinah Victoria Enterprises, where I'm the lead social media strategist. Shekinah Victoria Enterprises is a social media marketing and branding company where we help entrepreneurs as well as businesses to have a consistent online presence that is bold, that is recognizable, and that helps them to be able to accomplish their business goals. So today we are talking about the number one thing your business is missing on social media, your UVP. All right, so this is going to be good. If you are watching the replay, thank you so much for tuning in, and be sure to share this with someone, share this with a fellow entrepreneur, share this to your feed, because we are going to dive deep into this. And if you are watching me now, be sure to stay until the very end, because I'm going to share something that is very awesome very soon. So be sure to stay until the end. Okay, so today I'm talking about the number one thing your business is missing on social media, your UVP. Now, what is a UVP? So it is your unique value proposition. Okay, it's your unique value proposition. Okay, so this is a clear, concise statement that basically makes that shows why your business is superior to other competitors in your industry. What value people will get, how they'll benefit from your business, your services, or your goods that you offer. And in this statement, basically, is where you share a valuable benefit that you have to offer to your customers, and what makes you stand out in your market. Okay. So in order to have a unique value proposition or a UVP, you do need to know your target audience. You need to know their, I don't want to say fears, but you need to know what things that concerns them. You also need to know what are their interests. You need to know everything about your target audience and why they would benefit from your business services or goods or offerings. But then also you need to identify the problems that they have and how you are the answer to their problems and how you can solve them. And so your UVP highlights your unique strengths. Okay. Of course, every business is going to have certain things that, are the same. Like, for example, every business should be operating in excellence, right? But maybe there is a higher level of excellence that you as a business, kind of live by or operate by, and that is shown through a specific action or something that you all do that goes over and beyond. So this is what I mean when I talk about having a UVP and showing the differentiation between you and then the competitors in your industry. And you have to be able to communicate your UVP in a way that is compelling, that is persuasive, and that is also, of course, unique. Okay? So one thing I forgot to mention is that it has to be easy to understand as well. I always talk about how if people are confused regarding what you offer, then they're not going to even ask questions nowadays. The attention span for adults is very small. And so if people don't understand nowadays what you offer, they're just going to keep it moving, and they're going to find someone else that makes it easy to understand what they offer. Okay, so why is a UVP important? I'm looking at my notes. So UVP is important because it helps to show how you stand out as a business. It helps your business to stand out in a saturated market or in a crowded marketplace. Nowadays, of course, there's many businesses that are probably doing similar things to you, but you have to have some type of unique value proposition that makes you stand out and makes you preferred. Two, it's important because it attracts customers. So this is the thing that will attract people to choose you versus maybe another business. It also draws in not just new customers, but it keeps on drawing in even returning customers, because of just the excellence or the service or the goods that you all offer that they can't get anywhere else. Okay. A UVP is also important, hey Pastor Terry, because it connects with your customers. It builds a deeper emotional connection by addressing their needs. It commands premium pricing also. When people want high quality, good quality goods or services, they're willing to go the extra mile. They're willing to invest in it. If they don't see the value, then they're not going to invest in it. But if you show them the value clearly, and your UVP, your unique value proposition, is very clear for people to understand, then they'll jump in immediately. They'll be like, how much? Okay, here we go. Because I want what you have to offer. Also, it builds brand loyalty. So, for example, I am an Apple user. All right. I became an Apple user in 2013. So it's been over a decade. I started off with an iPhone 13, I think, at the time. And then later on, I ended up not only having an iPhone, but I got a MacBook, and now I have an iPad. So because Apple has really, I would say, differentiated themselves as to the caliber of products that they offer, and I'm biased because I'm an Apple user, but because I've just really been drawn to Apple because of their unique value proposition, and how they kind of like are really big on aesthetics, and I'm very big on aesthetics, then I just became a lifelong Apple user, So Apple has made it very clear regarding their UVP. So Apple, they're a powerful brand aesthetic that is unique and attractive. So they have become literally the unique value proposition. They have embodied that themselves. And that's why they'll continue to have my business, right? So that's an example. So here are some other examples that you may be familiar with. So M&M's. So they have this thing, melt in your mouth, not in your hand. What other chocolate do you know has that kind of unique value proposition where, it's not going to melt in your hand, but as soon as you put it in your mouth, it'll melt. So that's what makes M&M's different, right? This highlights their unique hard sugar coating that prevents melting in your hands, right? Heads and Shoulders, for those who are familiar with that, my grandma actually uses that brand. They are known to prevent dandruff, right? Or to reduce dandruff clinically. Whereas other shampoo brands or other, cosmetic brands, they may not be known for that. So that is Heads and Shoulders' unique value proposition, okay? So, as I mentioned, you can create a strong UVP, a strong unique value proposition, by knowing your target audience, understanding your competitors, and seeing, okay, what can differentiate me from my competitor, or what are they doing that I can do maybe even better, or what are they doing that I'm not doing, but I'm doing something completely different. Also, when developing your UVP, you have to know your strengths. What are your strengths? What are things that you excel in that people will be like, oh my God, I had to go to this business. I have to go to their website. I got to get their new product. I got to get their new service, their new consultation, whatever it may be. Also, focus on the benefits. Focus on the benefits. So clearly state how whatever you offer benefits them. People want to know what is in it for them. They want to know. We live in a kind of, I wouldn't say selfish society, but people want to know, okay, before I get this, what is in it for me? How is this going to help me? People want to, they want to how do I want to word this? Before they give value, they want to see the value. And then after they pay value, right, they pay the money, they want to feel like what they received is valuable for the money that they paid. Like, for example, I hate when I go to a restaurant and I get a meal and I pay top dollar for it. You know, let's say it's a new restaurant. That's why I always go to the same restaurants over and over, and I always get the same things, because I hate when I go to a restaurant, especially a new one, and I get something and I don't like it and I pay for it. I don't like that, because I'm like, I want to, if I'm going to pay for it, I want to enjoy the food, right? And that's exactly how it is with customers. They want to be able to see the value after they pay for something, right? So initially, going back to my restaurant example, I saw the value. Okay, food, you know, I want to eat, right? So I pay the value, but then what happens when you're disappointed because of what you received? And so this is why really every business you have to exude excellence in everything you do, excellence in your messaging, excellence in your follow through. That's super important. You don't want to draw in the customer and then they never want to come back again, right? So that means that your unique value proposition and just your follow through game has to be enhanced a little bit. Okay, and then after you've created a strong, unique value proposition and you're clear, you're concise and all of that good stuff, you want to promote it. Share with people. This is what makes us different. This is what makes us unique. This is what makes us stand out. This is why we're different from our competitors. Okay, so this was kind of a loaded live. But I think I was able to do it within like 10 to 12 minutes. So thanks again for everybody who has tuned in. If you're still watching, be sure that you register for our free Build Your Brand Masterclass. Whoop, 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 whoop. It has been extended so that you all can be a part of it if you are not yet. So go ahead and register. The link is in the description and it should be also in this live. So if you click that link, it'll take you right to the website. In my free Build Your Brand Masterclass, I'm going to be focusing on 3 simple things. I don't want to focus on a lot and then everyone misses the meat of, you know, what I'm really trying to hone in on. But basically, this free Build Your Brand Masterclass is designed for entrepreneurs and business owners who are ready to finally leverage social media to build a bold, consistent, profitable online presence and powerful brand, even if you've been winging it or just kind of going through the motions until now. So what are the 3 things that we're going to be focusing in on? 1, the power of social media for business. Why you need to stop treating social media like a side project and start using it as a brand builder. Clarifying your brand identity. Beyond the logo, you'll learn how to define your tone, your visuals, your messaging, and all of that good stuff. And then also diving deep into your audience. Hello there, my brother. You'll learn how to speak directly to the people who need your business by understanding their wants, fears, and values, and even their concerns, while combining your unique story and learning how to solve their problem, right? So this masterclass is for you if you're new to social media but not sure where to begin. You already have a business, but maybe your online presence is inconsistent or ineffective, or you feel a little stuck, overwhelmed, or unsure what to post. It's also for you if you're ready to build your brand a brand that reflects your purpose and that attracts your target audience. And this masterclass is also for you if you don't want to show up, if you do want to show up like a pro, but you need just a little bit of help getting there. So this masterclass closes in approximately about 13 days. And so it's free. All you have to do is click the link in the video and it'll take you right to the website, where all you have to do is choose whatever day and time works best for you, and you will be in the master class. Okay, so this is a completely free resource that I really want as many people to be a part of. All you have to do is click that link and it'll take you right to the master class, where you can begin to build your brand with a strong foundation. So I have seen so many, even just Christian entrepreneurs, and they're trying to navigate the social media space. They have a business, they have something that God has gifted them, but they don't know how to use and best leverage social media marketing in a way that is effective, so that it can give them the results that they need to have. And so this is why I wanted to just do this Build Your Brand Masterclass, because I think that it's important that every entrepreneur in business has the tools that they need so that they can thrive, and so that they can be able to fully harness the power of social media for their benefit. So again, if you have not registered, go ahead and click that link in the caption or in the video, and I'll definitely look forward to seeing you in. Again, today we talked about the number one thing your business is missing on social media, your UVP. If you don't know what a UVP is and you're watching the video now, make sure you go back to the beginning as I kind of just dive into what a UVP is and why it's important and all of that good stuff. So I hope you all enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you all next Tuesday, 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And I pray that you continue to have a blessed day. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the live, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.